Welcome to Primetime. 6 epic bouts take center stage here tonight on your Epic of Tuesdays. What's going on? This is 33 here to bring you through tonight's action. So let's strap on in, saddle up y'all, as we head into our first bout of the evening. Well, on our penultimate show before Summer Lovin', the Fireflies are due to make their appearance once again. Present through the majority of our run towards Summer Lovin', the Wyatt Six have been making their presence known. But who will be coming out for this one? Slow walk, edging forward. The long hair and a top hat signifies the arrival of Uncle Howdy. Debuting properly in ring tonight. We saw him competing or watching over Joe Gacy on Underground on Saturday night. Now looking to strike back, strike true, and get the Wyatt Six on winning ways. That episode of The Underground as well was live straight on to the YouTube channel. If you wanted to see more like that, you can join me every Saturday or Sunday, dependent on what dates I've got free. If not, it's probably going to be like what Breakdown is. Straight pre-recording as the Fireflies floating in the sky ahead of this matchup. Uncle Howdy, lights out. The eerie moniker, look and feel of Uncle Howdy certainly being felt here in the Primetime arena. He looks ready to compete, but is his opponent Dirty Dom in the house?
And his opponent, representing the Judgment Day, from San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Date the recording. Competing against AJ Styles tonight, trying to defend his WWE Intercontinental Championship. Tonight, looking to make an impact in IPW. Not something we've seen yet out of him, but a name linked to greatness, to Mysterio's agile, athletic, certainly a different breed when it comes to Lucha Libre. Dom trying to distance himself from his father's legacy and trying to carve his own, part of the Judgment Day. Tonight, difficult test in front of him, going toe-to-toe with Uncle Howdy. Questions start to arise. Can he hang with the Wyatts? Crowd chanting for Mysterio, which is a surprise as Uncle Howdy out the gates quick. Striking true. It's interesting here. Dom obviously stealing the mask away from his father. Part of that persona he has in 2K25, wearing the purple mask. Could that potentially be a weapon here used against Uncle Howdy? As we know, wearing a mask here, pinfall attempt coming through in the early goings, not going to surmount to anything. Our referee watching on as Uncle Howdy is starting to get going in the early offense. And it's interesting because this is our first real tasting of him in IPW. A mysterious figure. A representation of the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Nice power slam there. Speed on that was certainly fast and rapid to bring down Dom, crashing into the mat, and then follow it up with a bit of a snake eyes. Dom's taking a bit of punishment here in the early moments of this match. And that's something that could potentially be a factor in this match. The Wyatts and the Judgment Day. You think Dom has maybe the backup of Finn, the Demon, JD, McDonough, Carlito, Liv, Raquel, all could come out protecting Dom here. Or he could be jumped by the Wyatts in Gacy, Loomis, Rowan, and Nikki Cross. There's potential there for an all-out war. If that's to happen, obviously. That would be shocking as Dom getting up to his dirty ways. Moving that top turnbuckle. And just keeping the punishment down onto Uncle Howdy. Tries to strike true, can't do so. Instead, it's Dom reversing Uncle Howdy into that exposed steel ring. That top turnbuckle. A vicious weapon. I'm honestly surprised Uncle Howdy isn't crying on the mat right now and is actually beating up Dom. But a lot of expectations as Dom gets a taste of his own medicine. Feeling that exposed steel ring. I'm honestly surprised our referee hasn't intervened and put that back on just yet, but Uncle Howdy striking, truly being a difficult opponent for Dom, but Dom back into it. Nice drop kick to the back of the head. Hops for the pin. Referee gonna come check it. Not even a 1 count. And finally the referee gonna get involved, removing the top turnbuckle, but that's gonna stop Uncle Howdy going creaming into her in that corner, and Dom's gonna take advantage off the middle rope through 619. He dialed it up, and now gonna drop Uncle Howdy and get a little bit froggy. Frog splash, but it misses. Uncle Howdy sends Dom into the corner. A little bit of a dance, a throwaway, and a hookup. Kiss goodnight, and it is time. Sister Abigail planting Dom near the ropes. He could grab it. 1, 2, No, not going to need that. He just kicks out. Uncle Howdy heads up top. Looking to fly. There's Dom in the drop zone. Hands around. Up and over. Just spinning around, kicking him with his boot. Big time impact there from Uncle Howdy and through with a rolling senton. Dom in Cuckoo Land, hooked up. Uranagi plants him down. And Uncle Howdy's had enough. Pillar to post, he hooks Dom up for a little prance around the ring, because it is night time. Dom. Sister Abigail inbound. Plants him down for a second time with it. 1, 2, 3. Victorious in his debut, Uncle Howdy shuts down Dirty Dominic Mysterio and just crushes him, thanks to a couple of mistakes, really. Exposing that steel ring in that top turnbuckle paid dividends, really, because it allowed both men to utilize it, but Uncle Howdy came out after it the better of the two men, because that's Sister Abigail lined Dom up for a couple of other big time maneuvers, and thus when he came crashing down off the top, the Whispering Wind, Dom could not recover. The Uranagi and then a Sister Abigail ends the night for Dirty Dom. Big time effort here to get the Wyatts really on winning ways. Been a while since I've said Wyatt 6 are victorious, and this was a big one.
Here is your winner, Uncle Howdy.
Good work here by Howdy as he takes the dub in our opener tonight. We have big matches still to come, of which one's coming up next on tap with our second bout of the evening. From the men's singles division to the women in tag team action.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, representing Chase University from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Hail!
The Hail returning to IPW on the Primetime brand, bringing that Chase U vibe, that feel that's needed. Go for victory. Let's be honest, in recent matches, it's starting to feel like her run towards her championship aspirations was kind of a fluke. Losing in really her recent outings. Tonight she's going to look for a bounce back in tag team action. Paired alongside B-Fab
and her partner, representing the Street Profits from Akron, Ohio, B-Fab.
Someone will have to explain why she's repping the Street Profits, but right now, B-Fab looking to make a statement, looking for victory here tonight. Both her and Hale kind of in desperate needs of going on winning ways. And their opponents probably aren't going to let them get that too easily. Regardless of that, BFAB looks ready. She looks happy to be competing. Can she seal the deal, though? Let's find out. Because their opposition is a little bit fatal. Their opposition, deadly duo.
JC Jane and Jack Man Nick S. Fatal Influence.
JC Jane, Jasmine Nix coming to the ring together. Well, to be honest, JC on the run of her life. The reigning NXT Women's Champion and reigning TNA Knockouts Champion. Getting the double, winning both belts. It's honestly a massive accomplishment for her. Now, looking to prove her worth here in IPW. We've talked about Fatal Influence as a tag team unit. And this really is pretty impactful to talk about because we've mentioned before a women's tag belt would certainly shape IPW in a different way. It would give women that opportunity to certainly push themselves. There are a lot of teams in IPW. Fatal Influence is one of them. We talked about a few on Thursday nights. But let's be honest. To get to that situation as Fia crashes down with the senton. Crucifix bomb through from Nyx, trying to steal it here. Not going to get it. Instead, reversed into the corner. Hale. Attacking Nyx. Nyx reverses. Charging through. Quick with speed. The knees to the back of Hale. And Jasmine Nyx in control. Ooh, vicious. With them stomps. Hale, we've seen, can pick up some big victories, but to get there, she's got to go through two women who's had a lot of tandem, tag team matches together. Nyx and JC have been pretty prolific, more specifically JC to the team. Nyx has kind of suffered in recent weeks. Had to kind of attempt to bounce back to no avail, really, as Hale, nice Hurricane Rana, takes down JC, and in comes BFAB for the first time into the ring. Jane gonna match up with her. Nice punch. Forces BFAB into a nice bit of a sprint, who comes through, nice shoulder block. Drops down JC, and this is the thing. The big issue currently with Fatal Influence. The last 4 out of 5 matches they've competed in have kind of been losses, let's be honest. There's no hiding it. They have a dominant singles sort of run with the fact that they hold the World Championship in their ranks with Fallon Henley, but outside of that, losses have kind of been creeping into a more of a consistent thing for the Fatal Influence ensemble. And adding a new member. Oh, nice punch there by BFAB to drop Jane off the top rope, but oh, a big shot and a big kick follows up. that question mark kick, but Jane gonna fight back through with her own kicks and dropping BFAB. As we were saying, Fatal Influence losing quite a bit as a unit, and adding Kiana into the ranks certainly adds a new dynamic, but it is a untested one. And it's shocking, to be honest, that she's not out here supporting the gals. This trio would be pretty good as, oh my word, a nice roundhouse kick there from Nyx to drop BFAB. It's only going to get a 1 count, but it's nice, and now the shot's starting to ring through from Jasmine. This is certainly a tester, really, for Fatal Influence, who, if they're looking at it, Nyx and JC wouldn't be a terrible tag team for the unit. Henley, obviously, will keep the singles division in ropes. Kiana can jump between as a relief and potentially a manager for the unit, but oh my word. Big shot there from BFAB. Keeps Jane from punishing Thea. And it's like, get back on topic. If we are to see the likes of Fatal Influence challenging for a women's tag belt, they need to shore up their offense. They need to shore up their tag team dynamic. That Superman punch just connected on the jaw, flush there by Jasmine. She's looking to keep the punishment up. BFAB in trouble. Jane returns into the ring only for a moment, but Nyx hooks up BFAB. Big time knee drilled into the skull. 1, 2, no, nearly. I felt it. Felt it in my loins. Nyx was going to pick up the win. That's a big time springboard maneuver. Jane now legal for Fatal Influence. BFAB. Her corpse just laid there. Gets back to her feet, but I think that's a mistake. Sent into Fatal Influence territory. And she's caught. Snapmare. And a big boot from Nyx. The former soccer star knows how to use her feet. And she busts open BFAB with hers. That's good tandem offense from Fatal Influence, but BFAB looking to fight back. Striking true. Hooks up Nyx. Oh, big time. Swinging neck breaker. Leg trapped as well. Hale now legal. Tries to connect, can't do so. Gonna reverse the Irish whip. Through! Oh my word. But Hale gets clobbered by JC on entry. JC gets the tag in, goes for the pin. The corpse of Nyx still laid in the ring. She took a lot of punishment, but JC's going to clean up the work done by her partner. Springboard roll through. Caught. Hale not going to allow JC to go for what she wanted. Neither is JC going to allow Hale. Sends her into the corner. Tag in. Jasmine Nyx now legal. Runs. Meet in the middle. The knee and boot combo from a Fatal Influence. Dropping Thea. Hale. Hale fighting back. Still surviving. Nyx still on top of things. Keeping Hale in danger. Sends her into the Fatal Influence corner once again. Not going to get the tag this time. And Nyx caught, tossed to one side here by Thea. Ducks a shot, comes back with her own. Can't connect with a suplex. Instead, inverted DDT. Dropped on the back of the head there by Thea. Both these women giving it their all. Big Thrust kick from Nyx. Goes for the tag, gets in JC. And JC confident, happy with herself. As B-Fab comes through. Hale made the tag. Now B-Fab legal, but to what extent B-Fab has recovered on the ringside apron, we're unsure, because she has taken some big punishment already from JC herself. Tag in, and Hale's back into the match. Realizing maybe not the smartest thing to do to keep B-Fab in the ring. Fresh, fast tags may be the best option, as JC Jane put in the tree of Joey Lawrence. Gonna get out of it. Whoa. And now, scoop and a slam. Down goes Hale. And in comes Nyx. Hale Influence keeping the tags fresh and fast. Punishing both members of their opposition. Nyx, big time flatliner. Into the pin she goes. B-Fab gonna come into the ring, but that's it. She breaks that attempt up. Nyx, a big knee, a combination of strikes coming through. Hooks up Hale into the fireman's carry and brings her down with the driver. Causing some potential desperation out of Thea here is Fatal Influence. Closing in on the victory is probably what they're thinking. JC, discus pump kick. Flush on the jaw. Hale is down. Is she out? 1, 2, no. Jane needs a little more to put an end to it. And I think she might be thinking, time. Put a stop. Hale crucifix. Hooks up JC, trying to steal it. 1, 2. No, not even a 2. Hale has JC in danger. Hooks the arm up. Rolls through. Fujiwara armbar locked in. Nyx breaks it up. Realizing the danger. Here, Hale has put her partner in. Hale sends JC into her corner. The tag in. B-Fab heads up top. Launch with a shoulder block. Jane opting to roll to the outside. Realizes the danger she's in. She's rolled to neutral territory as well. Wise of her. May have been better to go towards her own partner, but doesn't really matter now as JC back in control, back to vertical base and back to punishing B-Fab. A referee getting the count up as a nice senton there from Jane. Keeps the pressure on here. We're up to a 7. B-Fab return to her feet. Not going to be sent into steel steps. Instead, it's JC. The count reaches an 8. B-Fab returns to the ring. And I hear a 10. And Fatal Influence suffer another heavy loss. And this wasn't even a loss. They dominated. They should have won. But somehow, a simple mistake of trying to throw B-Fab into the steps to do more damage cost Jane and Nyx. And thus, the win goes to Hale and B-Fab. Which is a massive shock, in my opinion. Certainly not good for the contingency that is Fatal Influence. And able to win against, honestly, a mashup of a team. Now with that in mind, we're kind of edging towards third bout of the evening. And to be honest, anything can top a count out.
Here are your winners, the team of Thea Hale and B-Fab.
But can it top our opener? That we will have to see as we witness the celebration of B-Fab and Thea Hale. Let's move over to our next bout this evening. Well, we rounded out our last match by saying, can anything top a count out? How about the Rainmaker in IPW?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Japan, weighing in at 235 pounds,
Okada looking for a victory here. And this isn't going to be an easy match for him. The Japanese legend walking to the ring to face a TNA legend. This is a different Okada to the one that dominated New Japan. It's an Okada who brings cockiness, a new style. He brings a feeling of anger into his matches. He will dominate when he's given the option. But his opponent, he's looking to burn him down to the abyss.
And his opponent, from parts unknown, weighing in at 350 pounds, he is the Monster Abyss!
The one of greatest TNA legends ever. The best giant they've ever produced. Their biggest talent that never jumped ships. Abyss. Dominant when given the option to fight. One-on-one, he goes with the Rainmaker here tonight in our third bout of the evening. Which, let's be honest, this is main event caliber. And we're underway. Big boot from Abyss to kick us off. And the Monster, in his debut, victorious against the Great Khali. He now sits 1-1 in IPW on Primetime, losing in a triple threat match literally a couple of weeks ago, if not last week. Tonight, going up against the Rainmaker, you have to feel the strategy changes for him. No longer facing a giant, facing someone agile, quick, and very capable. There's a reason he is a legend in Japan, one of the greatest to ever do it. Over there. So many goddamn championships from the Rainmaker. So many 5-star classics as well. Going into a match against him, you certainly have to bring a different game plan, as we mentioned. One of which that needs to kind of deal with Okada's ability to just change a situation. In Abyss's hands, he's probably needing to potentially shut down Okada. Crush him. Put him down on the mat and not give him a chance to strike. These two tie up for the first time now. And there we see it. the overpowering ability that Abyss has, forcing Okada crashing into the mat. This time, however, Okada gets the better of Abyss, forces him into the ropes. We get a clean break. No. Okada dirty with the strike after the break. But he's going to be punished as the arm trapped now, the wrist lock applied. He is going to get out of it, applying now a elbow. Sort of wrench that shoulder joint as well, being damaged here as Abyss struggling. He utilizes his arms to very effectively go for choke slams. The black hole slam. Able to escape now into a side headlock. And Abyss keeping the pressure on. Wrenching down on it. And it's not something I expected to see out of Abyss as a technical masterpiece. Or a masterclass, shall we say. But he is giving us one as he takes advantage of Okada. Sends him running. Up, pop up, and just flapjabs him. And into the pin he goes. Quick kick out there, but he's really just trying to wear down Okada. Let's be honest, we know what Okada can do, given the chance to. His biggest weapon, obviously, the Rainmaker. And Abyss, honestly, you have to feel size favors him greatly against Okada. And if you think about how Okada utilizes his Rainmaker finisher, he has to hit the lariat into the neck area. To get that on Abyss is certainly hard, but a spinning tombstone, oh my word! Planting Abyss down. That came from out of nowhere. And it showed how much power Okada really has. A big time lariat drills the monster. He could be in trouble. Abyss forced into the corner. Buys some space and then capitalizes on it. Black hole slam! Connecting. Sending Okada crashing into the mat. Down for a 1 though. The monster feeling himself getting into this match. Okada maybe on the ropes. Taking some damage. Abyss drops the elbow. Keeping down the Rainmaker, but for how much longer? Okada back to his feet, but caught. Hooked up. Choke. Slammed. Down into the mat. Abyss not feeling the effects of that earlier damage to the arm. Instead, just rolling through it. And keeping Okada down and potentially out. Takes the back torture rack position. Oh my word! Torture rack bomb. Connecting. Okada in trouble. Down for the 2. Gets the kick out. Abyss keeping going. Could a second black hole slam be inbound? No. Yes, it is. I thought maybe he was going Rainmaker. Instead, it's just to launch Okada into the second black hole slam. Just gonna keep the pressure on. This time going for a pin. Utilizing the ropes. Stealing it maybe. Not gonna get it. Instead, a 1 count. Rainmaker catches Abyss. Turns him around. Hooks him up. Rainmaker! Connects into the pin. 1, 2. No. Nearly. First time we've seen it in the match as well. Oh! Big shot there from Abyss. Okada's back to his feet. Striking back. Big shot. Busts open the monster. But the monster doesn't stay down for long. Military press. Big slam. Oh my word. We saw that in his debut on the outside. And I just popped for it. Oh my word. Both men busted open now. Abyss stomping through Okada. And this match is delivering. I thought that this wouldn't be as impressive as it is, but Okada, he knows how to bring out the best in people. And he has certainly done so tonight. Abyss is rolling. Trying to capitalize on the mistakes of the Rainmaker, but Okada's not giving him too many to do so. But this might have been one that gives Abyss the chance to strike. Hooks him up. Okada out the back door. And he's just going to slip down with that maneuver. Into the pin he goes. But Abyss's feet are in the rope. It's a 2 count. Okada surprised that Abyss kicked out there. Maybe looking to end it all. But Abyss for a 3rd time. Black hole slam. Connecting and drilling Okada into the mat. 1, 2, 3. Simply put, a TNA legend is better than a New Japan one. As the monster puts up and shuts up Okada in a dominant affair, let's be honest. It wasn't too dominant. It wasn't one-sided. Okada had his moments. They were few and far between from the monsters. And Abyss just kept on rolling. Kept on destroying. This looked pretty gnarly. Crushing the spine. Just cracking it every moment of the way. It was a close affair. Kind of kept surviving. Once this second came through, there was no turning back from the Abyss. As Okada fell flat. He did have a moment here where he landed the Rainmaker, but it wasn't enough. And Abyss, he shut him down. Picked up a massive victory here on Primetime.
Here is your winner. He is the Monster Abyss!
Fantastic mid-car matchup to move us onto the decline down towards the main event. Let's move into our 4th bout of the evening. Well, it looks like Lyra's walking to the... Oh, no. Carmella once again jumping the television champion. Last week, Carmella left her alone to face the undisputed Women's World Champion, and unprovoked, Lyra won that matchup. Tonight, walking to the ring, he's attacked by Mella, realizing just how good Lyra is. Getting the dirty jump attack onto her, who isn't even her opponent. It is Naomi here tonight for Valkyria. The birds are mean to fly high, moving towards Summer Lovin', where she will be facing Nia Jax. Now, coming out of Summer Lovin', regardless of the result for Lyra, you have to kind of feel that she is going to be in a difficult situation, because she's got Carmella clearly hunting her title. She's 2-0 against the undisputed Women's World Champ, Fallon Henley. Would we be potentially seeing 2-belt Lyra before we see her defend that championship against Carmella? Or will we see Carmella face for the title on the build-up to the following pay-per-view after SummerSlam. Because what we do know is, obviously, Nia Jax is currently in the sight of Lyra, but the road forward for her has been pretty difficult, to say the least. And to be honest, looking at Lyra's road, she has been on a rampage the past 3 weeks. A win every single show since the showdown. Valkyria's been just epic. And it's a surprise that she's been on this kind of hot streak. All things considered, she is, I would say, ranked number 1 in the women's division right now in the power rankings. But tonight, going up against Naomi in her return to action. Goes for the pin. 1. Nice knee there by Naomi as well. And you start to question maybe, just maybe, if Naomi wins, she may get into the title picture. Who knows? The issue is for Naomi, this win, if she does get it, it's kind of spoiled by the fact Carmella attacked Lyra before the match. It certainly has weakened the bird. And now she's currently being worked over on the outside by Naomi. Naomi, we know, can bring the glow. She likes to perform well. And while we're not currently proceeding with caution with her, certainly big with the maneuvers. Nice attempt at a springboard one there, launching herself out, but unable to connect. And Lyra now getting into the match. Trying to go Fisherman Buster, can't get it. Instead, ducks the roundhouse. Sends Naomi running. Our referee's count reaches 4. Now a 5 as Valkyria chases down Naomi. Nice kick there. As the shots flying through. Nice step up into Guri. Closing in on the 10. As an 8 comes through. Naomi dragging Lyra. Where's she taking her? Who cares? Lyra fights out of it. A 9 count. And Lyra returns to the ring. Naomi's not going to do so, and it's a count out. Desperation from Lyra to pick up the win. And 2 count outs in the women's division tonight. Not a good sign. But let's be honest, pretty good result for Valkyria, still undefeated.
Here is your winner,
on the road to the showdown.
Valkyria.
Sorry, on the road to SummerSlam. Woo! 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 Celebrating here regardless. A good victory for her. See how that pans forward as we move swiftly into our next match. From a really quick one to potentially a show stealer. We've already had one of them sorts of matches, but the hounds are barking tonight in the Primetime arena as this triple threat is set to deliver.
Is a triple threat match. Making his way to the ring from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Braun Breaker.
Breaker looking to destroy on a warpath. His first appearance since the showdown. And let's be honest, his road to the showdown ended pretty well for him. Picking up some massive victories on that end run. Fell short in making it to the live event, but regardless of that fact, dominant regardless. in most of his matches. And tonight, in a triple threat, he's looking to deliver the same sort of thing. But his opponent standing in front of him, arguably very dominant in their own affair. As we welcome a man representing the House of Black. Some say the house always wins, but to do that, they need a dealer. They need a leader. Why not make it Aleister Black? This man has knocked out many opponent and now finds his home here on Primetime. His last outing, a victory on the Underground. Tonight, his Primetime debut, a triple threat match. It's not going to be pretty for him, but it's never pretty affair when you watch him compete. He is here to combo you down into oblivion and strike true with some black mass. It's sort of a eerie battle. Metal music here. Braun and Aleister both really sinister music. Really screamo-y. As they ready themselves for their third combatant. A bit of a bulldozer.
And from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 350 pounds, the Samoan bulldozer, Umaga!
When you look at this match now, it isn't about technical wrestling. It's about pure power, about pure destruction, and explosive offense coming from all different directions. Gonna be honest, all three stars can knock you out in one maneuver. Who, nay, what will be the most effective? So, let us get going. With this, our co-main event. Straight out the gate, Black dropped, and Umaga looking to take another one down. He puts Braun into the mat and now starts to work over Aleister Black. Torture Act position. Big neck breaker out of it. A TKO of sorts. The big thing about a triple threat is no DQ, no count out, thank God. But everything is about timing. As it stands right now, Umaga dominant in the early goings. Black watching on, trying to seize his moment as Umaga caught. Big uppercut there from Black, but Braun tries to go German suplex, can't get it. Instead, Aleister Black gives him another Uppercut. The Dutch star. Striking with his combos. Big knee there. Following it up. Umaga watching on. Tries to come through with a lariat. Can't connect. And now it's Black and Braun teaming up. The kicks through. Striking true. Dropping the Samoan bulldozer. Bulldozer doesn't stay down for long. He strikes through. Now Black trying to steal it. Roll up attempt. One. And a quick kick out. Good work there by Braun to stay in it. Dragon screw. Puts down Black, and let's get talking here about Black. We're turning into WWE. Only recently, he is a potent kickboxer, and he's already busted someone open, not even with a kickboxing move. A DDT busts open Umaga. Tries to go kendo stick, can't get it. Instead now, breaker butterflies him up, down with a backbreaker, but Black takes out the leg to end the offense. And here's the best thing. This action can spill out here. Ring is only where pinfall or submission can happen, but action on the outside certainly is warranted in this sort of match. German suplex from Black. And Umaga follows up onto Breaker with a bit of offense as well, but Breaker's got Black, slingshots his head across the top rope. Now, Braun brings in the baseball bat. Weaponry is such a good feeling to see here in this triple threat. Black stunned on the ropes as Breaker tries to win it. Finally, Black into the ring, but evades the spear with a spinning back fist. Just moves, rolls out the way of it. Breaker unable to connect, but that's a big knee from Aleister Black. All three men have the ability to knock someone out right now. Breaker with the spear, the black mass from Black, and a Samoan spike from Umaga. There's the black mass connecting. Into the pin he goes. Umaga in trouble. Two. And a kick out. Breaker caught again. Roundhouse kick. This time Breaker is pinned. Black trying to get a win on either man, really. Evades the kendo stick. Now standing over the corpse of Umaga. Breaker leaps over, takes up Black and slams him down to the mat. A roll-up attempt here from Umaga, trying to steal it. Can't get it. Black caught with a spear. 1, 2, and a kick out. Still alive. This match still going belly to belly. Out from Breaker. This match, we said, anything really can happen. Any one of these three can win. And we're seeing people busted open now as Black, blooded. Meteora drops Umaga. The kendo stick. Coming into fray. Shot across the head. Both these men bleeding. The only man not to be yet is Breaker. Braun trying to avoid as much of the flashy offense as possible. Because Umaga and Black are just tearing each other apart. Only Breaker getting involved. Sends Umaga running. Tries to connect. Misses. Tries to go for Black, but can't do so. Instead, it's a lariat to the back of his skull. Black now hooks up Umaga, drops him with a final cut. Now hooked up Breaker. Sending Black to the powerbomb position. He's going to drill him. No, he's not. Just going to gun stun him. Go for the pin. Arm across the throat. That's a 2 count. Umaga returns into the ring now. Eyes on Breaker, who just combos through Umaga. Black now in trouble. Through lariat. Drops down the badass dog, and now he goes towards Umaga. Samoan Bulldozer slow to his feet. Caught Black. Samoan spike. Breaker trying to capitalize. Takes a hold of Umaga. Sidewalk slam. Black's down and Breaker's into the pin. 1, 2. Ooh, no. Tries to capitalize on his opponent's work as we said he would try to. But this is just Breaker being intelligent. Dominator to Black. Black is out of it. Umaga and Breaker trying to battle to see who can capitalize. Frankensteiner drills him. A big time knee from Black drops Breaker. A kendo stick in hand. Drived across the back and side of Umaga. Busted on him. And Black now finding his target. Breaker to his feet. A combination through DDT. Dropping Breaker. Thinks Breaker tried to go spear, can't connect. Because Umaga catches him off guard. Meteora from Black. And he's caught now by Umaga. Samoan Bulldozer. Up. Down with a Blue Thunder. Chasing down Black. Because he's got some Black steps next to him. And crushing his face with them. Steel chair now in the hands of Breaker. Crushing across the back. Umaga. The action well and truly is spilt to the outside. And it's well and truly bloody and deadly. Umaga not going to get the power slam instead. Black hits him with a back elbow. Black calling his shot. Breaker cutting him off. Umaga now. Torture rack. Spins him out. TKO. Oh my word. Almost landing onto the exposed bottom of them steel steps was Black. And finally, all three men to a vertical base. A Black mass. It staggers Umaga. A DDT on the chair. Oh my word. Breaker trying to get involved. Can't do so. Black cuts him off. Combo of strikes again from Black. Through with a Meteora to round it out. Umaga catching Black now. Fireman's carry. Samoan drop. And Samoan Bulldozer lying in wait. Looking to strike, but Breaker strikes first. Black in trouble. As is Umaga. Both return to a vertical base at the same time as Breaker destroys the announce table. Our Swedish announce desk removed of all its monitors. Black. Nice brain buster. Drills down Breaker. Umaga trying to steal it. A roll-up attempt for Schoolboy. A 2 count comes through. And no. No 3. Instead, a pop-up Samoan drop. The fate of Black. And Breaker, he's picking up the scraps. 1, 2. No. Nearly. Near Fall City. It takes one big maneuver now. Potential end it like this. Samoan spike. Drills Breaker. Black's in the ring. He's fired up. Breaks it up. And he's got his eyes set on Umaga. Sends him running. Big time kitchen sink. Sledgehammer in hand. Breaker tries to go spear, can't do so. A sledgehammer's his fate. He rolls to the outside. Pinfall attempt here from Black. 1, 2. No. Nearly. Desperation settling in. Black tries to get that knee, can't connect. Instead, it's onto the shoulder of Umaga, running power slam. More of a jog. And the straps come down because Breaker's back in. Black Mass connects, staggers Breaker. And these two got to work together to put an end to him. Up, down, back Breaker. But Umaga trying to steal it again. Rolls up Black. Gets a 2. Black kicks out. Nip up from Black. Can't capitalize. Does manage to connect. Who? Lariat dropping Umaga. Now fighting with Breaker again. Badass Dog has up and brings down Black with that maneuver. Into the pin he goes. Umaga's to his feet. He can break this up. Manages to do so in time. Black rolls out and Umaga lying in wait. Pop up, Samoan drop again. Into the pin he goes. Black's taunting on the outside. 2 count. Breaker's out. He kicks out on his own volition. Black's trying so hard to connect with that Black Mass. Can't do so. Instead, he's now taken for a ride. Chokeslammed. And now, Breaker. Samoan spiked! Umaga just needs to go for the pin. He needs to end it. Why not end it in style? Rikishi driver. Into the pin. Breaker's still down, unconscious. 1, 2. No. How in the world does Black kick out? Breaker's back in. And he's got his eyes set on a target. Slow to his feet. Breaker drills him once. Kicks him. Hooks him up. Powerbomb position. And just dropped, heads hitting that bottom turnbuckle. Black Mass! Into the pin he goes, but it's to no avail. It's right in front of Umaga. Set to end it. Spike could be coming. No, chokeslam. It's avoided. Black Meteora. Breaker to his feet. But the combo of strikes, too clean, too effective. A Meteora meets the skull of Breaker as well. Black Mass! Springboard up, over, moonsault connects. He's not allowing Breaker into it. The pinfall attempt. 1, 2, 3. Oh. How in God's green earth have all of these men stayed in this so far? A spear from out of nowhere. Make it 2. Breaker's had enough. He just needs to go for the pin. Pin him. End it. End it. He's not going to do so. Instead, the knee. He's busted open. Everyone bleeds in this triple threat. Umaga. Not going to capitalize, maybe. No. Black strikes back with a Black Mass into the pin, but Breaker's back in. And Breaker, no, not going to get the lung blower. Instead, sent crashing to the other side. A stomp through from Black. As Umaga drops Alistair. Alistair's back to his feet, though. Black and Braun and Umaga giving us the best showing of Benadryller. And now, no. Steel chair in play. A chokeslam maybe. No. Military press. Up, down, Dominator. Umaga watching on in the right place at the right time to end it. Striking. Dropping Braun. Black now in trouble. The pinfall attempt. Breaker's back to a vertical base. Breaks it up. It is close. That's a massive punch there from Breaker. Sorry, from Umaga. The skull of Breaker. DDT there from Black. And he's hit with the sledgehammer. Braun and Umaga and Black. We said it wasn't submissions. We said it was power. We said it's explosivity. What we failed to mention, resiliency. Samoan drop on the outside. Umaga wants to crush. Taunting like Braun. Comes through with a combo, the super kick. Drops Braun on the outside. Fails to hit with a headbutt. Instead, a big knee misses. No. Through. Got misses lariat. A spinning back fist is what ends that combination. And Black squatting. Realizing it's down to 2. But Umaga's not slow to follow. He's back up as well. Breaker Frankensteiner onto the stick of the sledgehammer. Goes for the pin, but Umaga watches on. Hooks up Braun. Sends him into the turnbuckle. This isn't a place you want to be if you're Braun. Big time splash from Umaga. Umaga sent running. Sent out. Braun in trouble. Pinned here by Black. Trying to pick up the pieces of this match. And he does so. 2-0. Sits Black in IPW. And that was an instant classic. Beautiful. Beautiful triple threat match. One of the best matches I've seen all year. It delivered in full effect. And let's be honest. At moments, honestly, Black deserved to win outright. Desperation, though, in the end sets in. And it's the last moment, last possible chance to strike. Breaker, he was getting less discombobulated on the outside. Sorry, Umaga was. And he just barely.
Here is your winner, Aleister Black.
Was unable to get back in the ring. And there you see it. The blood down the face of Black in this victory. We've got one more match left on tap. Our main event. Let's get to it. Well, these two have a lot to live up to after the last match. And well, it's the second half of our tag team championship matchup here at Summer Loving.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Usos from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, one half of the undisputed World Tag Team Champions, Jey Uso.
Last week, Jimmy took down Trick. This week, Jay's looking to make it a clean sweep heading into Summer Loving by beating Javon Evans. Can he do so?
Your boy is bouncy.
Well, we're about to find out. As it's time to fly. Bond's hyped up, knowing really a win ties up the series, making the tag team match the decider.
And his opponent, representing the Crew from Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing in at 170 pounds, Javon Evans.
Trick and Javon forming a very solid alliance as a duo. Realistically, that duo formed off the back of Trick trying to push Javon. And now, really, he wants to, they want to win. Let's be honest, they want to win gold. They want to be top stars. They want to compete across brand, because that's what you get by being tag champs. Nice drop kick to start us off here. And we've seen just the road that's had to be forged here by Trick and Javon. Winning that best of 5 series against the AOP. And that was no easy footing. Because week in, week out, they brawled for their place. And honestly, there were moments where it looked dire for Trick and Javon. It looked like they weren't a good enough team. And since then, they have just been on a different warpath, a different trajectory, finding themselves in the Underground Gauntlet to qualify onto the Primetime brand to earn the Tag Team Championship. Matchup, I would say. They haven't earned the championship just yet. It is honestly impressive to just witness how well they have grown as a team. Now, will they be at the same level as the Usos? Probably not. The Usos have been together since birth, let's be honest. They've been a duo all their lives, and they have built cohesiveness through many a year. There's a reason why only Gallus have really been able to beat them, because they have that similar sort of trend, that similar brotherly connection. Trick and Javon thrown together more than anything 3 months ago. Now they need to put up or shut up, because they sit in a difficult division. They sit on a very tough brand. As Javon misses, tries to connect with that spinning maneuver, but a chop block from Jay causes some issues. Pinfall attempt. Javon out at 2. But as we were saying, the majority of the time we see Trick and Javon, they need to find their footing. Right now, it's a hard path. I think they're going to go 0-2 here in the singles. Big kick out there from Javon to stay alive. But he just was hit with the Uso splash, that prolific weapon. When it comes to next for Saturday, you're going to need a little bit more than that. The 1D comes into effect. That maneuver puts away and shuts people down as Javon. Nice maneuver there. That looked flashy. Not something we've seen out of him here in IPW. That's because he's been stuck in really tornado tag matches. And that's something we have to be cognizant about. This isn't a tornado tag match. This is a no stipulation tag team championship match. For all the marbles, you've got to beat him in a normal match. Javon, oh my word. He's bouncy as hell in this one. 2 count. But as I was trying to say, you think just how these two teams have to perform as Javon through. Nice misses. Tries to connect, but again, Jay too quick for him. Avoids it. Sent running though is Jay. Nice snap German. Back elbow there. If you lose this championship match, you look at the teams on Primetime in particular. Oh, Gallagher here. Team 3D. The Guns. They're all here on one brand. And if you're Trick and Javon, you can't beat any of them as... Oh no. There's only one man that could be coming out here. Usos up to their old tricks. Jimmy's in the ring. Caught though. The neck breaker, the cutter from Javon. Drops Jimmy as referee doesn't catch him. Now Jade looking to capitalize. I think Javon kind of wasted that maneuver. Hitting it on Jimmy, not Jay. He needs to find another way in. Shutting down this match, because last week this is what the Usos did to go one up in this matchup series. Now Jay looking to utilize the same maneuver to end Javon. Hooks him up. Brings him down. Nice suplex. Javon back to a vertical base. Through. Nice basement drop kick. Jay catching off Javon. Javon, he's still capable. Young. Really, I would say, inexperienced in the ring. Takes that flip bomb there by Jay. The Usos, we know what they can do. Many years spent trying to climb to the top. The Uso splash comes through. Javon in trouble. Pinfall attempt. 1, 2. No. I thought that was it. No excitement needed just yet. We're not yeeting. A super kick though. I don't think Javon will be breathing much longer. 2 count through. How is he still in this? Pure instinct. Really, it feels like Javon nips up. He's not going to be Uso splash for a third time. Instead, he's hit with an axe handle. Now I think he will be. Uso splash connects. Javon crushed under the weight of Jay. And that's the ball game. Up until that distraction, really, it was all Javon. Jimmy's interference gives his little brother his chance, his moment to go on the offense, to go close this matchup. Saturday, going to be interesting now that we know that Javon failed to win in both singles matches against the Usos. And they get the job done in tag team action. Yet to see. Yes. Tonight, we're over and done with. An epic flurry of action. Finished off in the best way possible. Us yeeting into breakdown.
Here is your winner, Jay Uso!
I'll be seeing you on Thursday night for our penultimate show. Sorry, for our final show before Summer Lovin'. Don't want to miss it. I'll see you then. Peace out.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big